Hey guys, TV games, music and cartoons here, and I just wanted to share off my VHS collection. Yes, a lot of you may not know this, but I actually have a VHS collection. I collect quite a few VHS tapes. It's my shelf of VHS collection, and I have got some old games as well, and a couple of DVDs, but this is just dedicated to VHS tapes. I'll do the games and whatnot in a separate video, but so sorry for the delay in uploads. I don't know, I just couldn't really be bothered. I'll be honest with you, I haven't edited the 7th episode of Lost Media Extravaganza. I haven't finished editing yet. That's probably the slowest editing I've ever done. I've just been a bit lazy recently. So I'll put them in alphabetical order. The first one we've got ants. Good old ants. The back. And the back. Then we've got good old Ace Ventura with Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's I love that guy. The side, the back, and the front and the back. Then we've got good old American Pie, classic movie. I don't remember much of it. It's not really my favourite movie of all time, but a lot of people like it. It's alright. It's not super exciting, but American Pie with Jason Biggs and a few other actors. Big Fat Lie with Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes. Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle and Amanda Bynes from The Amanda Show. Well, that was our first big break, The Amanda Show. Yep, Big Fat Lie, that's actually a really good movie. I love that movie. And of course we've got the good old Bean movie, Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. Rowan Atkinson is the creator and the ever so beloved performer of Mr. Bean. I love Rowan Atkinson. Johnny English, yeah, great movie. He's a great actor. He plays a lot of comedic characters, and because he's a comedian. That's what he does. I've never seen him really take on serious roles before, and I would love to see him try. But I'd love to see him try that just once. But the Blue's Clues, I've got 3 because I'm kids fan. I'm really obsessed with kids and stuff. I love The Wiggles, Sesame Street. I know I'm about 18, and I love The Wiggles at this age. But you don't really have to be a certain age. It's just marketed towards a certain age, but doesn't mean you have to be a certain age to watch it. That's just what it's geared towards. That's just what it's promoted for. There's no rule that says you can't watch The Wiggles at 18 years old. Magenta comes over, Blue's Clues, back, front. Then more Blue's Clues. Let's just speed this up. Then I've got this quite special, it's pretty special, Batman box set. I got all 4 Batman films, and we got the very first Batman with Michael Keaton. I could take it out, but this take too. I don't want to make this video too long, because I got a lot of VHS tapes, back, front. Then that's all just here's what the box set looks like. It's a box set. We got all 4 films. And yeah, it's coming out, don't come out. Stay in the box. Then next we got Babe, that's a classic, another B in the B category. Babe, everyone may not this front, then the back. I'm trying to not get so much shadow on it, but then in the C category, the only C movie I have is Cats and Dogs. The only movie that starts with the C that I have in my collection. It's not that sounds a bit funny to you, but I know it's a bit funny, but well, it's just what it is. Dogs. Is my camera a bit blurry? Go Cats and Dogs. Destiny is in their paws. Great movie, Cats and Dogs. Back. Next we've got another Jim Carrey movie, great one, Dumb and Dumber, probably his Second best, Ace Ventura. I know people say The Mask, probably would say The Mask is his best, but in my opinion, it's his third. That's just me. I just like The Mask third. The second best would be Dumb and Dumber with Jeff Daniels in it. Yeah, Jim Carrey's a great actor. Then daycare with good old Eddie Murphy. Love Eddie Murphy. Back. What's your daddy? Who's your daddy? A lot of people say that this is a bad movie. Not actually that bad movie. Not as bad as people think it is. Daddy Daycare is a funny, enjoyable movie to some extent. Then you may not know this one, Ed TV. Highly underrated, but it's a good movie. It's really good. Matthew McConaughey. Probably one of his good films. One of his best ones. It's about a guy that you've probably seen this sort of concept before when someone filming their life for 24 hours on a TV show named Ed TV. It becomes super popular, and then Ed, the main character played by Matthew, he has to learn to live with the fame, and it sort of ruins his life and all that. And that's my only movie, by the way. Then good old Disney movie, Finding Nemo. Great movie, of course. Then another Disney great movie, Fantasia. Classic one. Sorry, it's a bit shadowy there. Fantasia, can you see that? Fantasia. I could show you what's inside, but it's going to take too long. I can't show you the tapes inside, it's going to take too long. So, Gladiator. Russell Crowe, he's an Australian actor, by the way. From my hometown. He's from my home country. I'm Australian, if you didn't know that. Gone Fishing, another underrated one. It's alright, it's got Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. They're from Lethal Weapon. Both of them are in Lethal Weapon. So, pretty funny. So I've got Lethal Weapon up here. But, Gone Fishing, it's another underrated one, but it's not bad, it's not the best. It's trying to be super funny, and it's not like... Then I got all three Harry Potter films. Harry Potter the Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, I've collected these tapes since I was like a kid. I've had these for a while, so not all of these are mine, or I bought them off the internet. Some I've bought in the store, like an op shop. Some I've had for a while. Because I just wanted to make my collection bigger, so you go to an op shop and you find a good one near my house, the good one nearby, and they have a lot of VHS tapes. The one I go to, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Good old Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson. So you know your stuff, don't you, about movies? You know your knowledge. Well, I do know a lot about movies. I'll be listening. Then next, because it's a bit dark in here. Sorry. Next, we got the classic Home Alone, one of the most classic and memorable movies in history of all time. I'm sure everyone knows this one or have seen it. Even if you've only seen it once, at least you've watched it. If you haven't seen it and you don't know what the hell it is, then there's something wrong with you. How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey again. Anyway. Independence Day with the good old Will Smith. You might know him as the Fresh Prince, and he's and Men in Black, and a lot of great things. There's been iRobot. He's been in lots of things. He's a true Hollywood star. Will Smith. Sorry. I don't know if Independence Day is a Disney movie now, because when Fox was bought about by Disney. I don't know if all of them have been affected, like Independence Day or some, and Home Alone, but I know Ice Age is probably a Disney movie now. Disney Ice Age. It sounds weird. I wasn't too happy about Disney buying Fox, but because now none of them can be on Netflix. Ice Age can't be on Netflix now because it's Disney, so it'll only be on Disney Plus, which annoys me. And if it was on Netflix before, they probably took it off Netflix, like Full House. Now they've took Full House off Netflix, the original one. They've only got the spin-off on there. Did you know that? That was annoying. Full House. All three Jurassic Parks. Jurassic Park. Yep. Jurassic Park 2. The Lost World. Oh, it's a bit blurry, sorry. Okay, yep. Jurassic Park 3. Sorry, let me get a good view of that. Okay. And then we've got, this is probably Robin Williams' Jack. It's probably his most underrated movie. And it's actually not a bad movie. It's a kid comedy for the kid in all of us. Basically, if you haven't seen it, Robin Williams, he's just the guy that gets turned into, he grows very slowly, so he's actually like a kid adult. How do I explain it? Like, he's a kid that looks like an adult because he's got a rare condition that makes him grow extremely slowly. So Robin Williams is a great actor. It's sad that he took his own life. And I got 2 copies of Jumanji. One of them doesn't work, so I bought another one. I think this is the one that works. This one, Jumanji. I think Robin Williams. It's just really sad to see how he wasn't really feeling it. Everyone loved him, but he didn't love himself. So I mean, it's just sad. Great legend still lives on. And this is the copy that probably doesn't work very. I think it's faulty. No, it wasn't playing. It was chewing the tape. It was first the player chewed the tape up, then it spat it back out, so it wouldn't actually play. Then we've got Jimmy Neutron. That's in the J section still. Jimmy Neutron and the TV series. Have you seen the TV series? Yeah, good old. That's from my childhood. Right there, Jimmy Neutron. In the K section, the only K movie, we've got Kazam. I think this is an underrated one. But this one has actually is the basketball player, Shaq O'Neal. Big Shaq is in this one. It's a bit funny. How could a basketball player be an actor? I don't think he's much of an actor, but he's in the movie, so. Then next up we've got all 3 Lethal Weapons. There's actually 4, but I don't have the 4th one. Lethal Weapon 1 with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. Great movie. It's probably my favourite buddy comedy movie, I'd say. My favourite buddy comedy movie besides from Lethal Weapon and Rush Hour and Men in Black. Sorry, I was trying to think of the name. Back in the days when Mel Gibson had a mullet, and now he's just got normal hair. No. Joe Pesci is in this one. Lady and the Tramp 1 and 2. Lady and the Tramp. Classic movie, classic Disney cartoon movie. Back in the golden era of Disney, there was Snow White, Pinocchio, all those old films. Peter Pan, everything. Then this is a follow-up sequel, like 30 years later or so. I don't know. I hate when they do that. They release some direct-to-video sequel follow-up that nobody even wants 30 years later or something after the original. Probably a cash grab or something. I don't really know. The point of it was. There's probably a Mary Poppins sequel, we don't know that, but I mean, Lord of the Rings, I think they're in order. 1. I think that's 1. Elijah Wood and Ian McKellen. And that's 2. I hope these in order. Return of the King. Let me know if this is in order. This is the second one, I think. And this is then the Fellowship of the Ring. Be the last, third one, I think. I'm not sure I got these in order because let me know in the comment section if they're in order. Loser. This one also has Jason Biggs in it from American Pie. Jason Biggs. Next up we got Mary Poppins. Yep, with what's her name? Julie Andrews from Sound of Music and a bunch of other stuff. The Matrix Reloaded. with The Matrix with good old Keanu Reeves. He grew his hair out long in his beard and he just looks different. I don't like the new Keanu Reeves. I'm sorry to be picky about a human being, but I just don't. Monsters Inc. Disney Pixar. John Goodman and Billy Crystal. Then next up we've got Muppets from Space. Muppets, I love the Muppets. See, I like puppets, especially them Sesame Street and the Muppets and all that stuff. Only those types of puppets. They're the good type of puppets. Jim Henson, yeah, he's good. He's a good bloke. If he was still alive today, he would probably be proud of what they've created. Major Payne, with Wayne, Damon Wayans, the Wayne family. Quite a big family. We've got different Keenan, Ivan Wayans or something. Sean, Marlon Wayans and Sean Wayans. And this is also written by Damon, of course, so he's wrote it and starred in the movie. Men in Black 1. I don't think it works very well, which is unfortunate. Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones. I like Will Smith, but I don't think this one works very well. The tape doesn't play very. I don't think it's playing at all. It's just chewing the tape up then spitting it back out. Men in Black 2, that works. Olivia, I don't think I've seen this one before. I know I have, probably a long time ago. I just haven't seen much of it, so that's all. Then we've got Planes, Trains and Automobiles, the funny movie. Steve Martin and John Candy. I like this one. John Candy, yeah, he died a while ago. It's sad, a lot of people that died a while ago. Like Jim Henson and a lot of other people. Focus. Yeah, it's a funny movie. You should watch it if you haven't seen it. And then we've got Romeo and Juliet on this one. The well-known Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. I'm not sure I know her. There's actually 2 Romeo and Juliets. One's the 1961 by another director. I can't remember his name. But this one's by Baz Luhrmann. I've seen both of them. The first one is more true to the original stories because it's got a British accent. They do the British accent. This one, of course, they didn't change to British. They're speaking. All the actors are speaking in normal American accents, which is weird. They still speak the language, but in American in American accent. Then Rugrats in Paris, the movie. Rugrats, this is a classic show. And the TV show, of course, classic. I've only got this one. I haven't got the first movie, Recess, School's Out. Another classic animated movie. I love this one. Saving the world one playground at a time. Walt Disney. And the TV show. Did you watch the TV show? I haven't watched much of it, but I know it's pretty good. The good old Rush Hour, the classic buddy comedy Rush Hour, just like Lethal Weapon and all that. A few good buddy comedy action movies, those sort of style of movies. They're pretty good. Now I could have swore I had the second one, but it's not here. I don't know. Maybe I don't have it. Then Rugrats. Then we have the TV show, just the Runway Reptards. Just got a few episodes on it. Side cover. Then the back cover. It's you can see it's mostly gone. Most of it is ripped off. I'm not sure what happened there, but there is really no back cover, so it's not much of a back cover there. The good old Spider-Man. The original trilogy, the original one not the original, but like the original Columbia Pictures one, with Tobey Maguire. That's one of. This is probably Tobey Maguire is probably my favourite Spider-Man one. The original one. A lot of people like Tom Holland. They would say that Tom Holland's probably better. That Tom Holland's the best. In terms of acting wise, like he's a better Spider-Man. But the actual movies, I like the original movie. I like the original one. It's got more action in it. The new one focuses mainly on just Peter Parker and comedy and all that. This one's got more action, so I honestly like this one better, the original better than Spider-Man 2. And you could forget her and Kirsten Dunst, sorry. This is a classic one. Stuart Little. Good old Stuart Little. Who doesn't remember this one? About a kid and his pet mouse that can talk. From the co-director of The Lion King. Interesting. Then Stuart Little. It's probably good because it's from the same director as The Lion King, which was a good movie. And then Space Jam, the classic Space Jam. I'm sure you might know this one. Bugs Bunny, or the Looney Tunes gang, and basketball. I don't know what it is with basketball players being in movies. I'm not sure. I mean, are they really much of an actor? They're not really qualified to act. They just put them in the movie because it makes them a lot of money or something. I mean, whatever floats your boat. And it's Scooby-Doo. The Scooby-Doo gang's been around for a long time. The cartoon and everything. But the most notable part of Scooby-Doo is the live-action movie, no doubt. Live-action movie was a pretty good addition to the franchise. The whole existence of Scooby-Doo. 2002 and the sequel. Then that's it. They didn't have the. They didn't make. Well, actually, they did make a few spin-offs. Directed video spin-offs. Those shit ones that nobody even knows exist. Those underrated ones. The ones they just keep on continuing. Like Home Alone. The first two with Macaulay Culkin. Then how they continue to make more Home Alones, even though nobody wants them. When companies do that, continue to spin off the series, even though it just isn't good anymore. Why do they do that? I'm not sure why they do that. Shrek, good old Shrek. Companies continue to make sequels that don't even need to happen in the first place. I think they're afraid it will die, but it won't. People will still die. What does this die? Does die mean not people won't watch it anymore? People do still watch it. Dying doesn't necessarily mean make a new movie. If you start making new movies, then that's not what it really means. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. I've only got this Star Wars. I know someone that's got the original trilogy or three, but I don't have it here, so I got one Star Wars. That's all I've got. Then classic Toy Story. One of the most classic movies of all time, probably animated movies. And you may know this is the first feature-length CGI movie. The very first movie in history to be animated in CGI, full length. Not a short film, it's a full length movie. Pixar. That's what makes it so notable. It's a memorable part of what's the word? And a big stand in pop in history. It's I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A big part of history. It's a notable part of animation history. Then Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio. This one's infamous, definitely infamous. Sad ending. Yeah, I saw it. It's not that sad really. Maybe I just don't get sad at movies, but it's not really. Pretty generic ending. I don't know what's so sad about it. The movie itself is pretty generic, to be honest with you. Then the Astro Cats. You're probably wondering why the Astro Cat out is not an A. Well, it has the. It starts with the, so it's in the T section because it starts with, I just didn't want to confuse myself. I know I can't, because I might not remember it as A. In case I don't remember it as A, so I put it in the T section because it starts with T. The actual title starts with T, even though you probably associate it just with A because Astro Cats, but no. The Lion King as well. The Lion King is not an L section because it starts with the. I didn't want to confuse myself, so I just made it easier. Put it in the T section. It's the Lion King. Then the Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. And last from this shelf section is The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy. Another one of his bad movies. It doesn't really matter what other people's opinions. You don't have to listen to other people's opinions. You follow your own opinions of the movie. You make your own conclusions, and I thought it was I didn't think it was bad at all. It's not super funny, but it's not a bad movie. It's not terrible. No, it's not terrible. Then finally, we've got the last shelf. Adam Sandler, The Waterboy, classic movie. Listen here, it just add water. The Waterboy. Another Disney movie, Fox and the Hound. See, it's a Walt Disney classic. It is classic. Fox and the Hound. The Love Bug with Herbie. And The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan. Don't know this called. I don't even. Who cares? She's not credited on the cover for some weird reason. The Parent Trap. The Addams Family. Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. And The Matrix, the first one with Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne. Then here's my lovely old Wiggles collection. See, if you know me, you know I love the Wiggles, so how could I not have the Wiggles in my collection? The Wiggles movie? Start. I'm a bit of a Wiggles fanboy, aren't I? If you think you've seen the Wiggles, think again. Then there's the Wiggly Big Show. You might be wondering, where's the cover? It's the Wiggly Big Show. But where's the cover? The cover case over here. But where's the case? Well, it's a long story. I don't really care. It's not really that interesting. And Wake Up Jeff. The re-release, I think, 'cause it's got the newer logo. The second logo. The Wiggles Choot Choot. In Wiggle Bay. We're looking forward to a picnic by the sea, definitely. Anyway, Wiggle Bay. I love this. Has got a good story to it. I like this one. They get trapped on an island, so it's not just the usual one with songs, just a bunch of songs in it, a compilation of songs. It's got a bit of a story to it. And this one's got Steve Elton in it, Wiggly Savari, the great legend, the great and late legend Steve Elton. He died a couple years after this video. Sad. And how he died was also a bit sad and a bit surprising. He's known for working with animals. He's worked with big animals like crocodiles. Then a stupid little stingray comes, stings him, and he's dead. I guess that's just so shocking to me. Wild Wild West, Will Smith, Kevin Kline. Wild Wild West. X-Men, it's the X. And then we got this is the tape here, right here, tape. So you got a tape with it's got a couple episodes of Bob the Builder and Rugrats Go Wild, the full movie in widescreen as well. You know, a lot of VHS tapes, they crop the screen to make it to fit the format of VHS, which is 4:3 aspect ratio. And this is have you ever seen this before? It's got two movies in one tape. So literally, you've got to rewind it forward to see a specific movie, the 1 and 2 in the same tape. See, it's got, which is pretty cool. I didn't know they could fit in this one big tape. That's why it's a bit heavier than usual, because it's got two loads of tape reels in it. I didn't know that a VHS tape could generally hold very much tape. Then last but not least, the Jungle Book. Digitally restored collector's edition. Limited release. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know it was limited. Then now I've got one more movie in this collection that's coming, but it's not in the collection at the moment. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie VHS. But watch out for next collection showcase video where I'll be showing off my games, my old games, like PS2 and Xbox. I could just show you this now, but I've got two Wiggle CDs. Well, no, I've got more than two, but these are the only two that's signed by Greg Page himself. He signed it at a concert. That's his signature right there. We signed it a long time ago, so I was only little when he signed it. So, and that concludes the video. If you want like what you see and you want more content like this, well, I probably will do more content like this, or open personal content like this. Maybe get to know a little bit more about the guy behind the channel. Now, who is the guy who runs TV games, music and cartoons? What's his real name? what's it like running the channel? Like, maybe I should do a Q&A video or something. I should. Because if you think that I'm not very open about myself, well, it's not that I don't choose not to be open. I just don't see a reason to. Bye from TV Games, Music and Cartoons.